Hello everyone. Today I am going to take my session on digestive system. Now, as we know that the food which we eat is being used basically for many purposes, but among that two major purposes is that it is providing energy to our body. Second, it is providing nutrition to our body. So like as you can see there we are having different organs in our body which is being connected with different organ system. Means one organ system contains many different organs which is performing different function. In our body we have different organ system which are specified and particular for their function. So among that one is the digestive system, which is mainly connected with the food. The food which we eat is actually not in the form of the energy, because which we need for the doing work. Whatever work we are doing, we require energy, but the food which we are eating is directly not in the form of that energy. So the food which we are eating, it has to first broken down into smaller pieces or smaller simpler substances that can be converted and be used as energy. So that thing is done by the digestive system. It starts the food which we are eating is first it's as soon as we swallow the food, it starts get into the mouth. From here only our digestive system starts working. The process of digestion starts. So basically the digestive system we are studying as a topic for third, fourth, fifth classes. When we move on to the higher classes like for to sixth, seventh, eighth classes, ninth classes, this topic is coming in the form of nutrition in human being. That is because the final product which we are getting, or the final thing as we are getting in the simpler substances, is basically different nutrient which is required in a diet and is being used for different purposes. Like one of the nutrient provide us energy, that is carbohydrate and fats. They are basically providing us energy. Then if we move on to further, then protein is being used as the bodybuilding food. The vitamins, minerals, these all things are our protective food. So we our diet, when we say about our diet, it has to be in balanced diet, and it has to have all these components, because these are the nutrients which we require for by our body for different functions. So but these we are not getting directly in the form of the food which we are eating. First it has to get digested, and that is done by the organ system known as digestive system. So that is why the topic in smaller standard it comes as digestive system, and when you move on to the higher standard the topic is coming as nutrition in human being. Now our digestive system basically starts from mouth and ends in the anus, and it is done by with the help of a long 9-meter long tube that is called as alimentary canal, which starts from the mouth. It extends towards the food pipe. Then it third part comes is the stomach. The fourth is your small intestine, and then last is your large intestine, and at last the waste which is coming out is through the anus. That is the last part of the alimentary canal. So alimentary canal has starts from the mouth, and then it goes, as you can see here in the figure, it is starting from the mouth. We are eating, then the salivary gland and all those things which is present in the mouth, then passing through the small pipe which is called as food pipe. Then comes your stomach, which is like a huge bag, and then it goes into the coiled tube, which is small intestine, but it is not actually small. It is a long tube which is 5 to 6 meter long, and then it passes to the large intestine, which is smaller than small intestine. Here the waste over things get collected, and remaining leftover waste which has to come out is being coming out by the opening known as anus. So this is the brief about digestive system. Now we are going to, first we should know what is the digestive system. Now the digestive system is used for breaking down food into nutrients. That's what I said. The food which we eating is not in the form of nutrient. It has to be broken down into simpler substances in the form of nutrient, which is then passed to circulatory system. When it is broken down into simple form, it is passed to the circulatory system, and then it is being taken by from circulatory system. It is being passed to all different parts of our body wherever it is being required, whether we are requiring it is in the form of energy, whether we are requiring it as like for bodybuilding, or whether we are requiring it for immunity. Whatever purpose the food is being required, it is being used for that purpose. By where after that, when it is being supplied to the circulatory system. Now, first we should know what are the main four functions of the digestive system. So, first function of the digestive system is to ingest food. Whatever we eat, that is the process is called as ingesting the food. Then this food is broken down into nutrient molecule. The food which we are eating is not in the form of nutrient. When it is being converted or mixed with the chemicals inside and being converted into smaller, simpler substances, from there we are extracting actually the nutrient. Like when we chew, the first component in our mouth or the first nutrient in our mouth which we get is your carbohydrate. That I'll tell you later as soon as I move in the presentation. Now then, this third function is of these molecules should be absorbed by the bloodstream. The useful material should be absorbed by the bloodstream. And the fourth function of this digestive system is to get rid of the waste of the undigestible remains. Whichever thing we are eating, some of the particles is not useful for us or is being not digested by our body, or some or the things are only helping in digestion, like salad and everything which we eat is actually the roughage which is not actually digested by the our body, but it is helping in digestion. So this all waste is coming out of the last part of our body, that is anus. So this is the last function of the digestive system. These are the main four function. Now, as you can see here, there it is the food processing divided into four main stages. One is ingestion, second is digestion. Ingestion means taking the food inside our mouth. Then when we chew it, this process is called as ingestion. Digestion, when it starts breaking down into simpler substances, when the food is being broken down into simpler substances, or you can say nutrient, that is called as digestion. The third stage is your absorption. Now the food which is being broken down into useful material or nutrient is absorbed by the cells of our body which is present in blood. Then the last function is your removing of the waste from your body, that is egestion. The process is called as egestion. Now first I said, like as soon as the alimentary canals, first part is your mouth. The first thing which is acting and helping in the process of digestion, or where the digestion process starts, is your mouth. So what happens when we take the food inside our mouth, it is crushed or broken, or whatever thing is done by the teeth. So it is food is broken down into small, when as soon as we chew the food, when we put the food inside, we start chewing it. So when we chew it, the food, we are chewing it with the help of teeth. So mouth basically have three main parts: teeth, then saliva which is coming from the salivary gland, and third one is your tongue. These three things are present in the mouth, which is included uh, in the mouth only, and it is helping in basically breaking down of the food. As soon as we put the food into our mouth, we take the bite of the food and we start chewing it. So when we chew it, it is not only the teeth which is working. Teeth is breaking down the food into smaller pieces, and that smaller pieces is being mixed with the tongue and saliva. We, as you can see, the liquid substance in our, when we are speaking also, when we are eating also, there is one watery substance coming in our mouth. That is nothing but the saliva, which is being what do you say, which is being produced by the salivary glands, which are present here at the back of our mouth. And these salivary gland releases saliva, which is having an enzyme called as salivary amylase, which actually breaks down the food which we eat into starch. Like you must have noticed, like when you are eating the chapati, after some time you are starts feeling it, the sweet substances coming into your mouth. That is nothing but the carbohydrate, because this carbohydrate is now actually the glucose or the sugar or the starchy substance which is sweet in taste. That is why feel like, or we taste like sweet taste. And why we are getting this taste, it is because of the tongue. Now when you see the tongue has basically taste buds which can identify different tastes, that I'll discuss in next slide. So what happens when teeth mechanically breaks down the food into small pieces? The tongue mixes with this food with the saliva and breaks down into further smaller pieces, and here the first nutrient which we get is the carbohydrate with the help of the enzyme known as salivary amylase, which is present in the saliva. Now we have epiglottis is a flap like structure. You can, as you open your mouth, as you can see in the picture, there's one tooth part which is known as reddish like structure. This is a flap like structure at the back of the throat that closes over the trachea. See what happens, when I move to the next part of the thing, next part of our system, I'll tell you what happens now. Before that, the salivary gland has three glands which secrete saliva. This chewing process, what we do with the help of the tongue and teeth and saliva, is that sugary thing which we get, the chewing of the food. This process is called as mastication. What it is called as mastication. Now the thing which I was telling, it is having three things, teeth, salivary gland, and tongue. These are the three things which are present in our mouth, which helps for the digestion of the first part of nutrient, carbohydrate, which we get itself in our mouth. So teeth helps to grind the food, salivary gland produces saliva in our mouth, and tongue helps to push that food into the esophagus. That is the second part of our digestive system. I'll tell you what it is. So what happens? This food is being chewed, broken down in smaller pieces. Now it has to pass through the esophagus, which is your food pipe. But before moving to that food pipe, I just want to brief out with you about teeth. How the teeth is helping in that. There are four types of teeth. I'm not going to go into detail. There are four types of teeth: incisor, canines, premolars, and molars. You can see here the front teeth, as in the picture also. This is incisor. The back, down, on upper, that are your premolars, and front one is your premolars, and the back one is your molars. And here two sharp teeth are there, two at the top and two at the bottom. That is your canines. Now, incisor is your biting or cutting teeth. What happens? Whatever food we eat, first we have to bite and then cut. That purpose is done by the incisors. Then when we have to tear, like suppose if we are eating some like hard food or something, that has to be teared, like how the lion does for the non-veg food. So that is same with the people who are eating non-veg also, like chicken or some other meat. They have to tear the flesh. So that is being done by the canines. Then we are having premolars and molars that helps to crush down, or like last thing which we have to do, that is crushing of the food, that is being done by the premolar and molar. Now the function of the saliva and tongue. Tongue is not only one muscle, it is the group of muscles that what I am going to take. It is a group of muscle and it has different taste buds. Like when we chew, I said like you will get the sugary taste. That why you are getting going to get the sugary taste, because there are taste buds present in our tongue. There are different taste buds which help to identify different taste. Now saliva helps to prevent it moisten the food, it begins the digestion, it adjusts salt appetite. When whatever thing we are doing, as we are speaking also, like if we see some tasty food, our saliva starts coming out, that is mouth watering called as, like. And so whatever thing is happening in our mouth, it is because of the saliva. Actually saliva prevents or deteriorate the different functions process which is happening in our mouth. It moisten the food which we eat is the solid substance which we are getting. It actually make it liquefied, and then here only the digestion starts beginning with the help of saliva only. And it adjusts the salt appetite also, and it also washes away where, like when we brush in the morning, we clean our tongue also with that saliva, all the pathogenic bacteria also comes out. So basically these are the four main functions of saliva. Now I'm talking about the tongue. There are, I said like there are many taste buds present in our tongue, which is able to identify different taste. There are many taste buds. Basically, four main taste buds are present, which are actually identifying five taste. One is bitter, second salt, third one is sour, fourth is sweet, and the fifth one is umami. Like all other four taste buds we know, but the third, last one is your umami. Now, what is umami? Umami is a savory taste. It is a savory taste means it is not a single taste. It is having many taste. Like it is the mixture of two three tastes. You are not able to like tell which taste is coming. It is it can be sour also. It can be bitter also. So it is a mixture of two three taste and gives a like nice blend of all the taste. I'm not going in detail of this taste buds. It's just like where I was the tongue is the part of the digestive system. That is why I'm discussing about what is the main. Now coming about the epiglottis, which I was telling, there's a you can see as soon as we swallow the piece into our mouth, there's two pipes going down. You can see in the picture. We have a windpipe also. We have this thing, food pipe also. So both are simultaneously present. So the food which we are eating, it should not go into the windpipe. It should go only into the food pipe. That is done by the uh, tongue that pushes the food around the until it forms a ball. See, when we chew it, the food is now converted into a small ball called bolus. Now this bolus is passed to pharynx, that is the